Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Celtics out in Boston. Looking at Boston, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. And I could push them at the same time, where we could work together. It's a family, the basketball team. You playing for 82 games. You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him out this set.
Yeah, that's what I was getting
As long
at.
as I could push you back.
You may not be able to. Kevin Harlan, take it away, kid.
And tonight's broadcast here in beautiful Boston. Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court. So for the Celtics, their last game a win against the Dallas Mavericks.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? It was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. They just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Mirotic out there with Doug McDermott. And it's Gasol in at the center position. Now here's Rose. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. Butler against Thomas. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. So it's Boston now. Sullinger outside. Now here's Crowder. He's tightly guarded. And it's blocked by Mirotic. Johnson with a screen on Butler. Here's Sullinger. Rebound by the Bulls. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
Now here's Rose. In for Johnson. And Freak subbed in for Avery Bradley. The Bulls also changing it up. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Gibson comes in for McDermott. That's Felton in for Derrick Rose. And a wide open look for Freak. Boston again missing.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Pass to Gibson. Out left to the wing. Olynyk with the steal. Now here's Freak, covered by Noah. And yes, sir, that one drops. Freak's got his first basket.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Nicholson's checked in for Crowder. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Thomas against Felton. Here's Butler, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Assist goes to Butler's got his second basket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Freak sets a screen for Thomas. The pass to Freak. No one near him. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
You know what, didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Felton kicks to Mirotic. Noah with a screen on Turner. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And it's Freak missing.
Rebounding's going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Celtics trail by 5. Thomas dishes to Freak. Feeds to Olynyk. To the wing right side. Thomas kicks to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Offline with his 3. The Bulls leading by 5. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough inside for their opponent. He said they're physical, they like to mix it up. If we don't respond in kind, they'll push us around and we'll get bullied all game. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Portis, he's checked in for Mirotic. Now here's Smart. And that one's good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Here is Felton. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And it's blocked. And it's Turner off the drive. The 3. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Turner. And now it's just a 4-point Chicago lead. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Felton. Down low. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
That's good. That's 10 points for Freak.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now, here's Butler. He's guarded closely. Right side, Felton. Back to Butler. Fires the 3. No good.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his new playing with the Chicago Bulls. I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought, and it's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates, Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Freak in a 2-guard. Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Smart in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. McDermott passes to Butler. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Smart dishes to Crowder. Now here's Freak, defended by Butler, and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Hold on. We always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Celtics trail by 5. Right side, Thomas. Inside. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Have another one.
And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. Fourth, the Bulls.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
Smart's checked in for Boston. Rose goes in. At the elbow, it's Noah. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Freak with the rebound. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Olynyk up top. There's the screen. Dishes to Freak. 5 on the clock. Noah with the block. Outside Rose. Over to the wing. No one near Felton as he lets it go. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 5 assists tonight.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Freak. 10th in three-point shooting, 13th in scoring, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And, you know, back to his efficiency from 3. You know, defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really not having any success.
And Gibson kicks to Rose. That's good. And now a 9-point Bulls lead.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
They set the pick. Turner passes to Olynyk, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
To stop the drought, Noah with the block. And the basket by Olynyk.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And, Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
Gibson dishes to Rose. Gibson the screen. Rose kicks to Mirotic. It's tipped. Here is Felton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Shoots, and it's blocked. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Smart passes to Freak. The 3. But they recover it. Beyond the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Rose kicks to Felton. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They got to bring the double team on him.
I would have already sort of expected to see that.
All right, let's keep going. Your Celtics dancers.
Five seconds left in the first half of the game. Good if it goes. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. That'll do it for the first half.
Kevin, I have Derrick Rose.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. He has 11 points and 6 assists.
Boston making some changes. Turner's checked in for Johnson. And Freak subbed in for Bradley. Chicago also making some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Mirotic. And it's Felton in for Rose. So for Chicago right now, Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. Noah is out there with Portis. Then it's Felton in at the point guard. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks got the job done. He finished with 15 points and did his work from a pair of lines, hitting from both beyond the arc and from the charity stripe. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
It's stolen by Sullinger. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton mouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
The Celtics have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Sullinger. Nicholson comes in for Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Felton attacking. Oh, that's blocked. Right side, Turner. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. For Boston, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. Both free throws good from Turner.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Shots good by Butler.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Turner against Butler. And Turner kicks to Nicholson. Up and in on the layup.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
The Bulls leading by 16. Gibson the screen. Now here's McDermott. He's tightly guarded. Noah, soft touch off the glass.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Freak sets a screen for Turner. Pass to Freak. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Celtics trail by 20. Jacks up a 3. And it's Freak missing. Felton goes in. Picked off in midair. Here's Freak. Throws down the breakaway jam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
59 seconds left in the third quarter.
Timeout for the Bulls.
Timeout. Start it.
Rose, he's checked in for Raymond Felton. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Butler kicks to Rose. That is good. Rose has got 13.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
To the inside, and it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Butler. Butler's got assist number 8 now on the night. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Freak.
Boston foul called. Nicholson.
And the Celtics making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Butler goes in. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Butler's got 12 now in this quarter.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And that one's good. Freak.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Down low. Ball's knocked loose. Got it up. And the release was... And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this. So Boston ends up going with a new group. The Bulls also changing it up. Noah comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Mirotic. Freak in at shooting guard. Mickey out there with Olynyk. Then there's Smart. And it's Nicholson in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He's got 10 rebounds, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Noah. Cannon comes in for Portis, and it's Felton in for Derrick Rose. Gasol kicks to Gibson. Gibson the screen. Cannon dishes to Gibson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Smart.
Shooting for Boston. Taj Gibson.
And the first one at the line is good. Bulls making a switch here. Portis is checked in. And both free throws good from Gibson. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Time now for an injury report. Now an update on Evan Turner from Doris Burke. And Doris, what'd you find out?
Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head athletic trainer. He told me he's suffering from back spasms, so they put some ice on it and gave him some painkillers. The season is young, but that is tough news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how well the team comes together in his absence. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And tonight they took the time they needed, made the plays they had to when they had to, and That's why they're going up 1-0 in their 3-game season series against the Celtics.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jimmy Butler. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Smart. 24 seconds left in the game. Out to the wing. Nicholson passes to Olynyk. Not enough on that one as it misses. Here's Cannon. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
Well, a nice win for you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Jimmy Butler. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoy.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Hornets in Charlotte. Taking a look at the Hornets, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. One of the fun players to watch tonight, Isaiah Thomas. He was the last player selected from his draft class of 2011. But, Shaq, I bet GMs want a redo on that one, man. He can just dominate games offensively.
You know, he's not really tall. He's 6'something, not above 6'4", but this guy's fearless. you know, his speed and quickness of the release of the shot. He can get a shot anytime. And
well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking at Boston, they want to turn it around after the loss to Chicago. Cody Zeller comes in for Al Jefferson, and it's Kid Gilchrist in for Courtney Lee. Olynyk is checked in for the Celtics. Freak comes in for Bradley. On the floor for Boston, Freak in a 2-guard. Amir Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Thomas in at the point guard position. Freak sets a screen for Thomas. To the paint, and Olynyk at the basket on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got his 3rd assist on the night.
Hornets timeout call.
Now let's take a moment to check out the steals leaders. In the 3rd spot, Kemba Walker.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Batum, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. Here's Lamb. That one a little long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Olynyk. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Olynyk's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Uncovered. Lamb, good. Lamb's got his 1st points of the night. Austin with the ball. 7-point differential. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, you look at these teams, evenly matched, similar capabilities. That makes for exciting games. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Leonard. Clock at 6. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Cannot hit. Celtics leading by 9. Outside Thomas. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Charlotte, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Lynn. Back to Kid Gilchrist. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Thomas. He's getting around 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his outfit. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club. Tyler
Zeller's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Thomas.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
A nice shot by Lynn. A minute 20 left to play here in the first. Now here's Smart. Feeds it to Freak. Pass to Smart. They set the pick. Nicholson kicks to Olynyk. In the corner, it's Freak. From the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Smart passes to Zeller, and the foul called on Myers Leonard. That is his 1st foul of the game. And Tyler Zeller on the bucket on the assist from Smart. Boston shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Lamb dishes to Lynn. There's the pick. Left side, Leonard. No one near him. Again, the Hornets score.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Smart kicks to Freak. That will count. He got it! Wow. He caught it!
My goodness.
And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league from going undrafted out of Harvard to, well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in a grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Cody Zeller. Lamb, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. The Celtics also changing it up. Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. Freak comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Smart. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He ended with 23 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. It was a positive sign in what has been a slow start to the season for his basketball team. Perhaps things are starting to turn around, guys.
Thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Sullinger, and Nicholson subbed in for Crowder.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
To the paint, here's Lamb, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
It's still early on in the season, Kevin, but let's take some time to look at where the Celtics sit right now. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game, 8th in free throw percentage, and they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good. Not too bad.
They don't make many mistakes. I just love the mental toughness. You saw 3rd fewest turnovers per game. Great decision-making is so valuable, particularly down the stretch. Definitely a notch in their favor.
Charlotte trailing. And a wide-open look for Lin. Sinks the three-pointer. Lin's got 5 points so far. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth. He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Lamb, no luck, and the Celtics going the other way now. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Freak. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Freak's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Lin kicks to Lamb. It's deflected. Pass to Nicholson. The dish to Freak. Out to the wing. Freak sets a screen for Olynyk, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it, and you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Right side, Kid Gilchrist, and there's the pass to Lin. Kid Gilchrist sets the pick for Lin. It's blocked. Hope they get it back. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. Off the screen. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Lamb. And again, the Hornets missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The feed to Freak. Jacks up a 3. The Hornets pull it in.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. The 17-footer will not drop. He's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it. Kidd-Gilchrist against Zeller. Outside, Lynn. Over in the corner, Lamb. 4 seconds left. Can't get it to go.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S.H.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one. Charlotte making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson, and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Leonard. And then for Boston, Freak's checked in for Avery Bradley, and Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. On the court right now for the Celtics, Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Jared Sullinger is out there with Amir Johnson. Then there's Smart, and it's Crowder in at the 3.
Kemba Walker.
And so Walker nails both of them.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Johnson with a screen on Walker. Smart passes to Freak. From 11 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Freak's got 11. Hornets leading by 3. Kicks it to Zeller. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Walker. Lee outside. The tray. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Over in the corner, Lee. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Sullinger a screen on Walker. Smart kicks to Freak. Stolen by Walker. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Charlotte?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Hornets. Jeremy Lin comes in for Kemba Walker. Olynyk is checked in for the Celtics. Nicholson comes in for Johnson.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3-ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Now here's Freak. T right on him. Nicholson passes to Freak. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
The Celtics shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
One shot. One shot.
Talk about a terrific game for Freak. He has 20 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Right side, Lynn. He dishes it to Lynn. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 4 assists now tonight.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Smart dishes to Nicholson. Misses from short range.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
6 to shoot. Lynn kicks to Lamb. Releases. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. Dishes to Smart. Freak sets a screen for Olynyk. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Lynn. Putting up about 10 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
No doubt. I mean, he knows how to run this offense. And that's always valuable coming off the bench.
Zeller, he's checked in for Crowder. Here's Lynn. 5 points in the game. Picked by Zeller. Lynn the pass to Zeller. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Zeller's got his first points of the game.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Here's Nicholson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Hornets leading by 3. Outside, Batum. With the teardrop. Rebound, Boston. And here's Smart. He kicks it to Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lynn dishes to Jefferson. Misses the shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Here's Walker. Myers Leonard is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Lee. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Walker in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And stolen by Thomas. Freak sets a screen for Thomas. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Celtics. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Charlotte. Jeremy Lin comes in for Courtney Lee. And then for Boston, Olynyk comes in for Sullinger. And Freak subbed in for Avery Bradley. And that one's good. Freak.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from Long.
We got to be more physical on defense.
They are getting for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Myers Leonard comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Lee in for Jeremy Lin.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Celtics trail by 3. Here's Thomas. Pass to Freak. Jefferson with the double team. Freak kicks to Thomas. Pass to Johnson. 4 on the clock. There's Freak. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Walker with it. Now Thomas defending. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Jefferson. Outside, Walker. Leonard trying to break free. Walker's shot is off.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
A lot is on the line here.
Boy, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. Jefferson inside. Johnson on him. Outside, Walker. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Thomas, here we go, hit his foot. And the refs whistling a kickball. .11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Six seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Freak. No good there. And so it's Charlotte with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
This was a game.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentages.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.